Namaste. And welcome to Yoga for Equipoise. Since it's the autumnal equinox, the hours of days and night are equal now, although the nights will get progressively longer until the winter solstice on December 21st. This is a time of balance in which we are poised between the memories of the past and the dreams of the future. So as we project those hopes and dreams onto others as our vision for the future, we'll be planting those seeds in the collective consciousness so that they can sprout in the spring when their time is ripe. So we'll enter our winter darkness of the earth womb with the hope of being reborn again in the spring to manifest our dream vision. And now in our practice, we'll be balancing the inhale and the exhale to create that equipoise between steadiness and ease, thereby maintaining a safe and pleasurable practice. So you can take a comfortable seat, balance the head, neck, and trunk right over the sitting bones. So you have that equipoise between leaning forward or falling back. And you come to that perfect balance point, equipoise, where you can inhale more balance, equanimity, and harmony. And exhale, release any imbalance, instability. Inhale, steadiness, balance, connecting to source through the seat, through the sitting bones. Exhale, connect more deeply using muscular energy in the core of the pelvis. Inhale, grow taller, wider, deeper. And exhale, really connect to the earth, that steady support that we feel under the sitting bones. Be very aware and focused on your foundation as you do balance poses. So we'll come into some pranayama a little later, but now I'd like you to move on to hands and knees and just practice some spinal movement and cat, cow. So hands will be under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and the fingers strong and engaged, clawing into the mat with muscular energy. The arms strong and straight, but connected and integrated into the shoulders, and the shoulder blades integrated into the back. And on the inhale, look up and lift the sitting bones, and on the exhale, look down and draw the navel up and in to an angry cat. Keeping the arms strong, straight, and steady throughout that movement. Maintaining that strong connection to the earth. Feeling all the finger pads press into the mat. Come back to a neutral spine, balance on the left knee, and lift the right leg. You can rotate the ankle, any movement that feels necessary. And then on the inhale, reach through the sole of the foot, lift up through the inner heel. And on the exhale, focus on core strength, connecting to the earth. Try more balance by lifting the left arm. Inhale, reach and lift. And exhale, connect to the source of your strength. Pulse with the breath and stay integrated. The arm integrated into the shoulder, the leg integrated into the hip. And release, the hand and knee can rest. And we'll lift the left leg, balance on the right knee. Now you can move that ankle around, the knee, any movement that really helps you open up. And start to extend on the inhale, lift and reach, and on the exhale, connect into the source at the core. You can pulse with the breath, lifting and lowering, and add more balance challenge by extending the right arm. Inhale, lift, reach, and exhale, connect and integrate. Balance between those two, the inhale and the exhale, equal length. And release and rest the knee down and go back to child's pose. Inhale, expanding the back of the neck and shoulders. And exhale, emptying out the belly, pulling the navel to the spine. Flowing with equal inhale and equal exhale. Samaveda. Now we'll lift back up to table and step the right foot forward into a low lunge. Ground and connect through the legs to the earth, pressing down through the back foot as much as the front foot. Climb hands up to the right leg and roll the shoulders back. Enjoy equal inhale and exhale. Add more balance by lifting the arms. Nice job. Finishing one breath before starting the next. And release the hands down, step the right foot back, and bring the left foot up between the hands into that low lunge. Find a steady, stable foundation for the feet, and then lift the hands up. Pause with the breath. The breath is your friend. And if you're steady, lift the arms. Excellent. Nice deep breaths that are complete with beginning, middle, and end. That are interconnected without any pauses between one breath and the next. Now release the hands down and take the left foot back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. First, get comfortable in your foundation, the hands and feet. Claw with the fingertips. And then pulse with the breath to stretch on the exhale. And to sense and feel on the inhale how to align the neck and shoulders for the optimal benefit. Now turn the heels to the right. You can lower the right knee down in side plank or keep the right leg extended, lift the left arm, open the chest. And release the left hand down, press back the hips to downward dog. Recover the breath. Now turn the heels to the left. Side plank, Vashisthasana. Lift the right arm. You have the option of lowering the left knee and pressing that left knee down to help support the hips. Or using more core strength, lift the hips, press the hips forward, and tilt the head back a little to open the heart. And release that right hand down, downward dog. Good. And simply walk forward to the hands, bend the knees, and inhale, curl the back up. And lift the arms, touch the palms, and draw hands down. Rest them at your side, and sense how you're feeling now with the need to do wardrobe change. Tadasana, mountain pose. I'm going to roll the shoulders up and back. And exhale, draw the navel in, send energy down the backs of the legs. So legs are strong, powerful, and connected to the earth. Inhale, arms up over the shoulders. Integrate the arms into the shoulders into the back. So there's plenty of leeway in the neck. Not too hunched up around the ears. Energy spreading the fingers, spreading the toes. Good. And release. Rest the arms for a moment. And we'll come into forward bend. Bending the knees, slide the hands down. Fold over bent knees. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, begin to straighten the knees, sliding the hands down or touching the floor. Inhale, hands to knees. And exhale, fold with straight legs. Inhale, hands to knees, shoulders back, and exhale, fold, complete forward bend. Great. And then lift all the way up, stand tall, lift the arms, and rest the hands down. Take a long step back with the right foot to a high lunge. Bend the left knee. And once again, find stability through the feet. When you have that sense of rooting connection, then try lifting the arms, relaxing the shoulders. The more confident you are with the balance, the more you can take your gaze up and start to arch back into a back bend. Try and keep the back knee straight, lift up through the back thigh. Good, and now bring the hands forward. Then touch the mat with the fingertips in front of that left foot, and then lift the back leg up into a standing split. And it doesn't matter how high the back heel is, just try and straighten the back knee. Folding forward, if you like more balance, try holding the back of that left ankle. Pulling up on the ankle takes you deeper into the forward bend. And release that down, tough bend. And rest and ragdoll. Just Loose knees, loose neck, maybe wobbling back and forth. Now come up and inhale, stand up tall and lift the arms. You got this. You know what's coming. High lunge with the left foot step back, bend the right knee. Obviously, the lower the hips are, so that the longer your stance, the lower the hips can come. This will lower your center of gravity, help even make the balance easier. So find the steadiness in the feet and hug from the outer hips in towards the core of the pelvis. Engage here in the lower abdomen. So you have a whole girdle of strength around the hips. Now, feel free to lift the arms. Breathe equal inhales and exhales. Keep lifting up through the back thigh. The back inner thigh lifts up. Now you can deepen the bend in the front knee if you want to arch back. Look up. And look down for standing split. Bring the hands down to the mat. Step up onto that right leg and lift the left leg up to the sky. Try more balance by holding the back of the right ankle. Maybe one hand on the floor, or maybe both hands to the ankle. Pulling up on that back ankle, on the ankle gives you a deeper forward bend. And when you're finished, knocking off your microphone, just come out of the pose gracefully. And stand up tall. Inhale for a full stretch. And exhale to rest the arms down. All right. Let's come on to tree pose. Balance on the left leg. And toe touch with the right foot. Open the right knee to the side. Okay. Now you can press the palms together. Draw the shoulder blades into the back. Pull the navel to the spine. Feel through the sole of the left foot, the balance. Then try picking the right foot up. Press the right foot against the inner left shin. And continue squeezing to the midline as you exhale. Growing taller and broader as you inhale. Maybe like lifting the arms. Keep the shoulders relaxed. The core engaged. And the breath equal on the inhale and the exhale. Nice job. Good. Rest and release. Shake out any tension. Builds up. And we'll do the other side because you know we have two sides. Toe touch with the left foot. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, press the palms together, the shoulder blades in, the navel to the spine. And you know your way into tree pose, Vrikshasana. Equal inhale, equal exhale. Nice balance, good. You're looking great. You can lower the left foot, rest the arms. And we'll come into chair pose next. So feet close together, almost touching for me. So the inner thighs can squeeze together. And I bend the knees, squat down low. And then lift the arms. So the arms are about the same height as the ears. Inhale, expand and lift. And exhale, deepen the pose. Squeeze to the midline. And just pulse some with the breath. Get comfortable in this position. Another breath. Now inhale up to straight legs. Rest the arms. And we'll repeat, this time one-legged chair. So starting, balance on the left leg, bend the left knee, and cross the right ankle over that left knee. Maybe your hands are needed to hold it there. And maybe you can release enough to bend the left knee and have it stick on. Try to keep the breath even. Count to 3 for the inhale and count to 3 for the exhale. Now rest the right foot. You did great. Stretch up, full stretch. And release down. Bend the knees. Now this time balance on the right leg. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. And either hold it there or keep bending the right knee so there's a shelf that it'll stay on. And breathe. Pulse a little with the breath. Stay integrated. Shoulder blades integrated into the back. Poised for grace. Equipoise between inhale and exhale. And then release the left foot down. You did that great. Stretch up full. Body stretch. And rest. Release the arms. All right. Now let's try eagle pose. Eagle pose, balance on the left leg. Similar to what we've just done. Cross the right knee over the left knee. Okay, so you have that. You can do the arms, right arm under left. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, pull the navel in. Deepen that squat. Fabulous balance, good. You are pros at this. And release the right foot down, uncross the arms, take a full stretch. And now reverse the arms, the left arm under the right. Bend the knees. Now the left knee crosses over the right knee. And you just squeeze the legs together. Some people wrap the toes in behind. But don't mess up your alignment to try some deeper version of the pose. Focus on that equipoise of breath. Graceful inhalation and graceful exhalation. All right, releasing that. Lift up with full arm stretch. And exhale, rest the arms down. All right. Let's go on to Warrior 2. Step the left foot forward, the right foot back. Lengthen your stance, and then bend the left knee. Open the arms, shoulder height. Nice, that's the way. Now side angle pose, the left elbow on the left knee. Start to reach up with the right arm and forward over the right ear. That's great. Looking good. Now, you may want to try and bring the left hand to the floor inside the left foot, or put it on a block. Then try and straighten the left leg, come into triangle pose. Okay, roll the shoulders back, pull the navel in, and lengthen the tailbone. So, all right. Now, let's bend the left knee, come into half moon pose, tap the back foot forward, and the left hand will help you balance as you lift up the right leg and stand on the left leg. And we're going to also rotate the right shoulder up, the left shoulder under, before we extend the right arm. That's all right. We'll wait until you're ready.
Let me get your classmates to hate you.
Yeah. Look down, release the right foot next to the left, and just hang, ragdoll, maybe sway a little side to side. Inhale, lift up to stand, arms high over the head. And exhale, arms resting. Step the left foot back. Back to our warrior two. Okay. Obviously, the longer your stance is, the easier it would be to come down to the floor if you're going to that position. Otherwise, just keep the elbow up on the knee, the hand on the shin for your other poses. So, equalize the breath. And come into side angle, the right elbow on the right thigh, and the left arm angled over the ear, and pressing the back foot into the mat, and tucking the right hip under. Okay, now maybe a deeper version of that pose, if you don't have any electronics in the way, is to bring the right fingertips to the floor inside the right foot. And then straightening the right knee for triangle pose. Alright, bending the right knee once more. Tap the back foot closer in. Now the right fingertips under the right shoulder will support on the floor or on a block, and then lift the left leg up. So the outer edge of the left foot lifts up evenly towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Stack the shoulders and open the arms. Work from the core to find balance, and you may not even need the right fingers on the floor. And release the left foot down next to the right. Bend the knees and come into a nice deep squat. So you can lengthen out the lower back. All right, let's go right on to arm balance into crow pose. From the squat, going to hug the knees in against the upper arms, make a shelf there above the elbows. Spread the fingers, claw the mat. And by leaning head and shoulders forward, the weight comes off the feet. You can lift one foot and then the opposite. Hug the knees into the arms. Lift through the navel. And you have a good arm balance. That's good. I see. You're getting the idea. That was beautiful. Yeah, you're holding it. That's good. Very good. All right, it's not for everyone, you know. Just like handstand isn't for everyone. Now, how about we just come to seated position, staff pose. First, find the equanimity of the breath, poised between the inhale and the exhale, without any real pause. So you have the inhale just melting into the exhale, and they're both lasting equal amounts of time. Now start to fold forward. Maybe you need to widen the feet or move the flesh back from the sitting bones, but get to the front edge of the sitting bones and draw the lower back in. Roll the shoulders back and exhale, pull navel to spine, taking the crown of the head towards the toes. Inhale, pulse up a little with the breath, and exhale, pulse down. Finish one breath before starting the next. And give the inhale equal time to the exhale. And inhale, lift the back up. Lift the knees for balancing on the sitting bones in boat pose. And roll the shoulders back and lift the heels about as high as the knees. Keep the throat clear, the neck long, and continue supporting if you wish, or release the hands. Have more of an abdominal workout here. Good. Those are good boats. Now lower the heels down, open the knees, and reach inside the knees, holding on to either the big toes frequently, maybe the outer edges of the feet, or maybe you're just going to hold the backs of the thighs. Get back to your balance point on the sitting bones, and lift the legs to a wide V. So there's that version. What you have, maybe the toes. And you just keep rolling the shoulders back, opening the heart. Deep breaths. Great job. Those are beautiful. And lower the heels down carefully. Keep the legs wide and spiral the inner thighs down. Toes point up. And draw the lower back in for our wide leg forward bend. So we're going to fold towards the center, progressing incrementally. So we never lose that balance of the breath. Pulse up a little on the inhale to align the head, neck, and trunk. And pulse down a little on the exhale, firming the muscles in the legs and the lower abdomen. Giving equal attention to the inhale and to the exhale. Now inhale up and turn towards the right leg. Fold over the right hip. Pulsing here with the breath. Drawing the right side of the rib cage back. Maybe even crossing the left hand over the shin to give you additional leverage to face the right side. Now release, lift up, and cross over to the left side. Turn, face the left leg, and begin folding that direction. Pulsing up and down with the breath. In a smooth, steady fashion. Enjoy the full capacity of the lungs to inhale and empty all the air out on the exhale. And release up on the inhale. Good. Now, bend the right knee, bring it over to the left thigh, and cross the left hand to that right knee, and lift the right arm up for revolved head to knee. You're going to reach over the right ear towards the left foot. And if the hand doesn't feel comfortable on the knee, move it to wherever you need to be able to open the chest, draw the right armpit back, and keep the right sitting bone steady and grounded. Breathe into that right side of the waist and the rib cage. Nice breathing. Good. Inhale, lift up and switch legs. Open the right leg, bend the left knee. First, give yourself a solid foundation, both sitting bones plugged in. Energetically connect to the source of that stability through muscular energy. And cross the right hand to the left knee. Lift the left arm up. And gradually lean to the right side. Keeping the left armpit back, the left shoulder integrated into the back. And the breathing equal and full. Complete inhales and complete exhales. And release up on an inhale. Now, let's do some reclining poses. First, laying on the back. And hugging knees into the chest. Pulsing there with the breath. Expanding on the inhale, arms lengthen. And contracting on the exhale, tightening the knees to the chest. Now separate the knees, happy baby. The soles of the feet will face the sky. And the hands will hold wherever they can reach, to the ankles or the edges of the feet. And drawing the shoulders down, press the feet up. And some babies like to rock side to side or back and forth. So find your inner child, have fun. And lowering the feet. And extend the left leg on the floor. Press the right foot down, slide the hips over to the right, and then roll onto the outer left hip, crossing the right knee over. Left hand to right knee. And just start to extend the right arm away. The opposite direction is the knee, and feel that luxurious stretch along the right side. One variation is to bend the left knee, reach down with the right foot, and bind the right hand to that left foot. And both knees are bent and you're twisting. So just kind of a different option there. And release the bind if you are, and roll flat again onto your spine. Stretch out the legs. And then lift the left knee, press the left foot down, slide hips to the left, and roll onto the outer right hip. That's it. Move this back here. So, right hand to left knee, and the left arm maybe just reaching away, opening up through that left side body. Or if you're interested in that bind, bending the right knee and binding left hand to right foot. You look like a real pretzel. Congratulations. Release the bind. And relax the legs away. All right, cobbler on the spine. Bend both knees and open the knees apart. So the soles of the feet press together. And then maybe press down through the outer edges of the feet, float the hips, and find a neutral position where when you lower them, your hips and back can stay relaxed. And maybe you put the palms on the inner thighs and let the warmth of your hands sort of sink into the muscles, helping them soften, stretch, and let go. And feeling how you're breathing so that you're calmly taking complete inhalation and calmly taking complete exhalation. This pose takes a little time since we're stretching very deep, thick muscles. So you have to be patient, not try and rush it. Over a series of breaths, your body gets more used to this stretch. You can add a little bit of pressure with the palms on the exhale, and then ease up that pressure on the inhalation. Yeah. Roll over to the right side, come up into a seated position, and sit up on blanket or cushion, blocks, whatever you have, to elevate the hips some. And we can practice some of the alternate nostril breath, Nadi Shodhanam. This is good calming practice to do before Shavasana, and will also keep us in this equilibrium, this equipoise. So find that balance point where the crown of the head is right over the sitting bones, that you can experiment going forward, leaning back, and eventually settling on that perfect, poised, balanced. When you feel you're in that alignment, breathe through the nostrils. Use the Vishnu Mudra. Fold first two fingers into the palm, and the thumb and last two fingers will alternately open and close one nostril at a time. The tendency there, as soon as the arm goes up, the chin comes down to meet the hand, so you don't have to keep lifting your arm up. So if your arm is really tired, just support it here somehow, or keep it close to the chest. But don't drop the chin down. Keep the chin level. And we'll inhale, fill the lungs. And then close the right nostril, start exhaling through the left. Count to 3. Inhale, the same count of 3. At the top of the inhale, switch sides, exhale right. Count to yourself. The top of the inhale, switch to the next side. Good, that's good posture. Equal breath. Now if you add the ujjayi constriction in the throat, you can possibly stretch that count out to 4 or even 5 for the inhale. And the same length for the exhale. Finish the side that you're on. And then let the hands rest on the thighs. Breathe through both nostrils. And try and get a sense if one nostril seems more open to the breath than the other. And if you can decide which that dominant side is, just remember that as we lie down in Shavasana. So you're going to lay down on your back now for Shavasana. So put any kind of covering on your body to stay warm. And then really take up all the space you need to stretch out. Lengthen the legs. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back. Open the palms. And feel in your body all the points making contact with the earth, with the steadiness and support of the earth that you can trustfully rest into. Now remembering which side of which nostril was more dominant. We're going to first work with that side, And imagine you're doing this alternate nostril breathing now just through mental focus. You're not going to use your hand on the nose, but you're going to visualize all the air flowing through that dominant nostril. First with the inhalation, the air rising up through that one channel, up to a point between the eyebrows, the third eye. And during the exhale, visualize that air flowing back down through the same nostril and over the upper lip. And continue with that mental focus, following the air up through the dominant nostril, up to the third eye. And without pause, empty the breath out, down through the same nostril, over the upper lip. It can take a little practice to get the hang of it. So don't worry if it doesn't come immediately. The more you relax, the easier it becomes. All right, having practiced on the dominant side, now shift your attention to the second side. And this may be a little harder at first, but just keep at it. Imagine all the breath flowing through that one channel, that one nostril, flowing up to the third eye. And back down through the same nostril and over the upper lip. Just let that nostril relax and it will open more. Breathe more easily. Until you can almost sense the most amount of air flowing through that one nostril. Very good. Now a little bit easier, we're going to combine both nostrils into one channel, Sushumna channel. Breathe in through this central tube or channel, bring the air up to the third eye, and on the exhale, empty the breath out through that central channel once more and over the upper lip. Both nostrils breathing evenly now, so it feels like one completely joined channel for the air. As you're inhaling, thinking the sound so. And as you're exhaling, thinking the sound hum. Still visualizing the air flowing up to the third eye as you inhale with so. And back down and out as you think the sound hum. Very good. Just let your body rest, mind relax, and just drift peacefully to your happy place. did very well today in practicing with balance. That can be challenging, but becomes vital as we grow older to maintain that kinesthetic awareness of balance, to prevent falls. So congratulations, doing something very important, good for yourself today. And start to deepen your breath. Awaken the muscles, movement in the hands or wherever. And just go ahead and roll over to your side. Bend the knees for a moment to reconnect with the outside world. Aware of the sounds around you and how you've integrated into the environment now with more poise, equipoise, balance, matching the season of equinox. Now please rise again to your easy seated pose or any comfortable position. I'm very happy that you could be present, either physically or electronically. I bow to your equipoise. Namaste.